Hey y'all, I'm back with another update. So where are we at? Let's see. It is day 51 on this account, and we're making good progress. So I left off yesterday after having got Broadmaw to 6 star and talking about that, talking about how I speed tuned the clan boss team to do. To do Nightmare, and so that's all running really, really well. Basically, what we've been doing since then is largely trying to work on getting Broadmaw and some of these other champions leveled up, and I've been doing that by farming their masteries at the same time in Minotaur. So I've picked up a decent amount of the masteries for Broadmaw. In particular, we got up to Evil Eye, which I think is going to be really helpful. I also picked up to Evil Eye on my Armiger. I'm really torn at this point about how much more masteries I want to farm. Like, if I wasn't doing the push to get Arbiter as fast as possible, I would just go and chill in the Minotaur and get all their masteries done. But I don't think their masteries are absolutely critical to getting these dungeons finished. So I think I'm actually going to pause on that in a minute. I actually do want to finish off. I think I want to finish off Rhonda's masteries, which is going to take another like 50 gold scrolls to do. But that's getting pretty close, and I might just do that even without the rest of the guys in the team. So yeah, so what are we doing then, since we're mostly finished with that? Oh, I should say I pushed the clan boss team up to do over 14 million damage. One of the things I realized that I was doing, I think in the runs yesterday, that were preventing me from getting the most damage possible, is I was using Spirit Host's A2 a little too early. So when we're fighting Nightmare, what we do actually is run it on like the turn. So she'll use it, and then everyone will take a turn, and then on her next turn she uses her block buffs, and then Valerie extends the block buffs. So on the turn right before she uses block buffs, we put up the increase attack so that it's up on everyone except for Deacon. It falls off Deacon because he takes his double turns. We'll be up on everyone, and then Valerie will extend both the increase attack and the block buffs, which lets us keep the big version of increased attack up pretty much for the whole fight. I think some of the counterattacks it's not on for, but for the most part, everyone's got it up all the time. So that helped boost our damage a lot, and the fact that we just got Valerie a little bit higher level. So we're getting it to like turn 15 or something right now. So, yeah, really happy about that. That means that we will have no problem. We're doing a 3-key on Nightmare now, so that means we get to do 3-key on Nightmare. We also get to hit Brutal. Honestly, this team like barely does more damage on Brutal than it does on Nightmare. But although maybe I need to test it out with that increased attack buff and get that working on Brutal as well. But yeah. Really happy with this damage. I think I was hoping I was like, now I hope I can push it to 13 so that I can get it done in 7 keys, I think it was. But now I think if I can get it to like 15 or 16, I can get it done in 6 keys, which would be really nice because that would mean even less I need to spend on that last 100 million damage push that we're going to have to do at the end. That's what I'm thinking about right now, is that last mission, 100 million damage on the clan boss. How can we do it in as few keys as possible? So speaking of that, one of the things we need to do is get Valerie and Eris up to max level, and I don't really want to farm any more masteries for them because the masteries that I can unlock for them will basically do nothing for clan boss right now. So again, if I was just doing this without the rush for Arbiter, I would probably just go ahead and finish their masteries because of, I use Eris in 3v3 arena and stuff like that. So some of the masteries could be good. Actually, Valerie too, for that matter. But we're just trying to be really conservative with our energy, so I'm probably going to skip that. What I am working on currently is I was doing a little bit of testing on Spider, and I know that Spider 17 is going to be really hard to finish because Shield Guard is not Spider 17. I think, well, actually, yeah, even Spider 17, but Spider 18, Spider 19, and Spider 20, all of these high level, especially Spider 18, is going to be really hard. Although I don't have to farm that one. I just have to get it through it once. But the issue is that he is just taking too much damage and he's dying. And so I think we need a slightly better build on him just to get us through. I don't think it has to be amazing. And I think that with Broadmaw instead of the team I was running before, we can probably get by with just the revives. Although that's one of the reasons why I kind of want to get their masteries, is so that they can hit with War Master procs on the big spider and get the healing from the leech that Deacons put up. So I don't know. We'll see. But I think I'm going to need a better build for Shield Guard. That's the moral of the story. So how are we going to get that better build? We need to get a 6-star defense chest so that we can get an extra 10 defense out of that. And we also need to get 6-star speed boots in lifesteal. I already have a couple of defense pieces that are really good. So a while back, I farmed this 6-star defense with glove that I may end up using combined with this weapon. I don't know if you guys can see those. Let's hide them. Yeah, so we have this 15 crit rate and this 6-star crit rate with HP on it as well. I also have another glove. I have this accuracy glove with the crit rate and crit damage on it, so I might end up using this one as well. I need to kind of figure out what the best option is. But I think the defense is going to be better because I care a little bit more about defense to get through these dungeons and have him be our dungeon tank than I do about crit damage. So yeah, so I think we grab these two, and then we need a better chest and a better boot, and we'll have a pretty solid build, I think, for Shield Guard at that point. It kind of depends on what the substats we roll are on the boot and glove. Hopefully, I can get at least 1 crit rate because I think the other build only gets me like 99% crit, but that might be good enough. And I think we have a relatively decent helm. We have this one, speed and double defense rolls. Any of these other ones, I don't know. Anyway, so moral of the story. I need to farm those pieces, and I'm farming them in the campaign. Now, I can't actually, I haven't tried doing this. Oops, let's go to Nightmare. I haven't tried doing this option yet, which is, so I know I can do it with Deacon in the lead, right? I think we do this. I'm debating whether I try and do this, but I think we need Deacon. Deacon just brings so much, and I think it's worth it. So let's go ahead and run this. I haven't run this yet. I was running this, but I need to level up Eris and Valerie. So it feels like farming this in the campaign might be a good place to do it. Let's see how this run goes. Oh, I don't have the sound on, so whoops. All right, so Deacon, yeah, he's just so nice for decreasing the defense. When I was running this with the, what's his name? Broadmaw, no one was dying, so I didn't need his revive, but he was putting increased speed and like decreasing turn meter and stuff. Ooh, this is already not going that well. All right, well, let's see what happens. Man, oh, you know what it was? It was his bolster. One of the things I did with Broadmaw too is I did boost. Oh man, they've got the. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this might not work. We might need to bring in Broadmaw. Might have burned the energy. One thing I did is I built Broadmaw to have more HP than Shield Guard so that we're not running into issues with him being the target. Let's see. I have a feeling this is not going to go well. They're going to kill Eris. Oh, shoot. Feels bad, man. All right, can we do it? These are... we have Phoenix actually here. I was going to say they're all Force, but there actually is Phoenix. I have a feeling this is not going to go well. Oh, wait. Oh, if they target Shield Guard, that might work. Okay, he's got the healing. If we can get to the last stage, okay. Okay. We need to get Martyr down before she puts her increase attack up, or her crit rate, or not crit rate, her counter attack up. Oh, that's a beefy shield. Oh, come on, shield guard. Oh, freaking A, man. That's not good. Last time she was using her, oh, she was using decrease attack. Oh, and he's gonna AoE. Shit. Yeah, all right. Rip that run. Okay, so we can't do it with Eris in the team. Let me make sure it's still running fine with Broadmaw. Hold on, let me turn on the audio. Actually, before we do that, let's check the Altar of Souls. Do we have a Deacon Soul? No Deacon Soul. Man, it's crazy we still haven't been able to get a Deacon Soul after all this time. Okay, so we're going to drop Eris. We're going to put Broadmaw in. And you'll see that bolster set. So he's got like 33,000 health or something like that right now. You can see this fairly beefy shield. And he's got the healing on bolster. Like, actually, I didn't put him in bolster for the shield. I put him in bolster because I don't have any regeneration gear. And bolster has the effect of giving 10% HP regeneration. So the shield is just a nice bonus, actually. Okay, took that down. Got the turn meter boost. Oh, I was thinking, yeah, Eris gives speed, but I forgot his turn meter boost is really nice. Okay. Come on, take out that. Okay, good. Oh, interesting. I wonder why I decided to A1 there instead of put up block damage or unkillable. We haven't even seen Broadmaw's freeze come into play yet. But that's pretty nice too. It's got a decent chance to land. There it goes. I wonder what his policy is on landing it on the same target more than once. Well, we see the Evil Eye kicking in. Evil Eye is actually really good. I think people sleep on that sometimes for like waves early game. Evil Eye is really nice. Alright, got the block buffs. We're going to see the revive. Thing is, even if she dies right again, like immediately, that's still, and she's not, that's still a an extra attack that went on to her instead of someone else. She's pretty nice. Yeah. Look at you. Look at you go, Broadmaw. Look at you go. That's my dude. All right, I'm going to click on the head of, or I'm going to click on Martyr. Oh, no freeze. Come on, man. That was 2 in a row you missed. I wonder if he'll get another chance. Oof. Is he going to revive? Yeah, he's going to revive. Okay, last time, Martyr... Yeah, see? That time she threw out the provoke instead of the counterattack. I'm not sure why her AI decides to do one over the other. But, yeah. I don't know. Broadmaw makes us... yeah, I don't even know what he's doing exactly. I guess it's just the shield. Maybe it's just the shield and the reviving, actually. Maybe the reviving is actually making a huge difference because it means they keep hitting Valerie. And because of the turn meter boost, the increased speed, the decreased turn meter from Evil Eye, and everything else we have going on, like, even though they kill her again, he's just taking so many turns. Like, we're taking so many turns relative to them that even if they kill her, like, he probably has his revive all the way back up. So this is what I'm hoping he'll do in dungeons as well when we get there. Nice, got that. Dude, Broadmaw's a beast, man. People sleep on him. There we go. No, we did not get the 6-star defense, though, unfortunately. So, yeah. So, anyway, that's the plan. I'm going to farm there and level up my Eris and my Valerie to max level. Anything interesting here? I'm not buying any green champions right now because I'm trying to save silver. But I spent some silver getting this to max up because I wanted to get, again, over more HP than Shield Guard, so he's at like 33. I think he gets to like 38 when everything's maxed and all of the, and he's max level. But I probably will focus on his boots, getting those up, get me another 16 speed, which will put him at like what is that? 167 plus 16. We get 183, and then we can drop a couple of glyphs on them. At least we'll get 1, 2, 3. Pick up at least another 3 speed if I only use 1-star glyphs. So yeah, we'll be at like 185 something speed, which is pretty good. So yeah, that's where we're at. I'm just going to keep farming. I'm going to get my quest done. I guess we can check this. Oh, our weekly's reset today. So I'll get the energy from that. What do we have for Faction Wars? Faction Wars without losing a champion. Okay, good. Mastery. There's probably someone. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to farm Rhonda's Masteries first. We're going to finish Rhonda's Masteries. And then we're going to level Broadmaw and Eris and Valerie in the campaign and try and get a 6-star chest. And then once I get a 6-star chest, I need to get a 6-star boot. And then I think we're going to take the boots of Broadmaw to 6-star. And then we'll take these 2 pieces to 6-star. Oh, man. I actually need a bunch of gear for Shield Guard. Still a few days till the Classic Arena is going to be done. We've finished 68 out of 200 battles. I have 5 more tokens to claim. But yeah, we've... just chugging through these pretty well. There's a couple of fights. I'll grab those in a second. Active live arena. I only got 5 fights in, and I claimed my live arena tokens because I just didn't have enough time to do all the fights. But I did win. How many have I won now? I won like 2 battles today. I won 2 out of 3 today, so that's nice. I haven't even thought about investing in my my area bonuses yet. I don't know how many I have. Can I even get anything? Oh, I think we can get like 1. Oh, you get a couple actually. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm gonna wait and see where I get stuck, and then maybe invest in like a little bit of speed or something for that dungeon, just to get us started. But yeah, Forge Pass. Oh, did I claim the Forge Pass rewards? I hope I did. Sometimes I forget to claim the one that's like collect all the daily resources or whatnot, because I always put that off in the end until I can use all my tokens. Yeah, I think that's everything. Oh, how many wins do I have? Oh, it just reset last night, so we have 25 wins. Haven't lost a single one yet. So that's good. That's what I was going to say. I knew there was something else I was going to say. I was going to say I decided I was focusing here to get that legendary book, but I decided I want to grab some points in HP and defense on Void, since we are using Broadmaw, and it's very cheap to get these first 2, so I was like, screw it. I'm just going to get those first 2, and I even got the first accuracy. I think I'm even going to get the second accuracy, because it's only 38. Now it's like more, it's 75, so that's starting to be meaningful, but 13 and 78, like 41, like what is that, 25% of what we get in a day to get an extra like 5 accuracy. I think that's worth, and like 5 HP or in defense and HP as well. So yeah, getting those done, but we're gonna go here next, and then honestly, because I can get these missions done, Rhonda's speed or accuracy at 150 is actually plenty for Nightmare. It's insufficient for Ultra Nightmare, but I only need to do Nightmare to get the Arbiter missions done. So I don't know. I'm torn on whether I still want to go super ham on maxing out accuracy for magic. I might, because we do need it for some of the dungeons, I guess. Yeah, it still probably makes sense to go there. But yeah, I have to think about that. But anyway, all right. I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers. All right, hello. We are back with another update, and what an update it will be. So we've made a lot of progress since yesterday. First off, like I mentioned, we finished the mission with the Void Keep, and we ascended our Broadmaw to 6-star to get that mission done. So we've cleared that. I've also gone ahead and built him out in a bolster set. I really need to level him up and upgrade some of this gear, but as you can see, we are very low on silver. The reason for that is once we finished with Broadmaw, I decided to go ahead and actually build my clan boss team. So we had that mission where we needed to farm out the tier 6 mastery for Valerie, which I went ahead and did. And since I was like, you know what, I should just go ahead and get the one for Eris done as well and build the team. So that is what we did. Uh, it's okay. When I say the team is built, what I mean is that like everyone has the speeds to make it work. But obviously the gear is still like really rough, and the champions are, still really low, like low level. They're not fully leveled. So this Valerie's level 37, Eris is level 48. I guess those are the main ones, right? This is the team, right? The team is Deacon, Rhonda, Spirit Host, Eris, and Valerie. And that's how we're rocking this. You can see that all of them there's plus 16 boots, right? This is the main thing I needed, right? I can get the speed, like I can get by with the low level other gear as long as the boots are 16. So boots 16, boots 16, boots 16, boots 16, and boots 16, right? And then you can see the rest of them are wearing like a lot of green gear, right? We've got this guy, and it's not even leveled. It's like 4-star green gear. And then we've got some of this other stuff that we've picked up along the way. For Eris again was the hardest one to build because she needs 244 speed, and she also has a really low base speed. She's only got a 94 base speed. Fortunately, she's Faction Guardians, can get us another 3, so that helps. But still, she was the hardest one to get enough speed on. Deacon also needs to be very fast as well. At 243 is the lowest possible speed I can get him to work. So he was difficult to build, and she was difficult to build, but we built them. Some of the other champions on the team, our Spirit Host is moving at 229, which is much easier. You can see that she's got a decent amount of health and more defense. Well, this is terrible defense, but she's got a little more health than some of the other guys. Partly because they're not leveled and because they're wearing like literally like plus 8 gear. Honestly, maybe I should. Valerie is currently the weakest link on the team. She's dying. Oh man. We'll take it up to level 10. I have no silver. Valerie's currently the weakest link on the team. She's dying, I think, around like turn 13 or something like that on Nightmare. But that was before I leveled her a little bit. I'm going to show you a Nightmare run right now. Yeah, and then Rhonda's running at 203 speed, which is like the minimum she needs. So yeah, I mean, we've got all the pieces in place. We've got all the champions leveled up, and now it's really about getting enough silver to level up their gear. And I'm debating on farming the rest of their masteries. Like, some of their masteries can be kind of useful, like Retribution could maybe get us an extra hit or 2 in with the counterattacks, but it's going to be, I don't know, it's not going to be that impactful, I don't think. So I'm not sure if I want to spend energy on it. Eris like really doesn't need it at all because she always counterattacks anyway, so she doesn't really get any value out of any of these, and she doesn't really get any value out of kill streak either because she's not killing anything. So this is only for non-clan boss content. I would like to get Rhonda's methodical because she deals so many hits through her A1 because of the her passive that brings her in all the time. So that's a high priority skill I would like to get. And then Deacon is done. His masteries are completely finished. Spirit Host, she could take again like Retribution. We never eat a stun, so deterrence doesn't do anything. There might be a certain delay I could set up to make a stun work, but I don't know. Like, I think it's just easier to not deal with that and just have no one ever get stunned. So she could maybe benefit from Retribution, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, moral of the story is I don't really want to farm these masteries right now. I probably will at some point in the future, just because, why not? But since we're like really trying to do this last push, there is one thing to mention about masteries as well is we have Steadfast on Deacon. This is because he is susceptible to a stun on the first stun the boss throws out on some difficulties. He is susceptible. Most of the time what happens is, like, we have Spirit Host going, and then we've tuned it so that Valerie goes, at least you'll see on the Nightmare, like, Spirit Host goes and puts up her block debuffs. It's on a 6-turn cooldown, so she puts it up right before the stun, and then Valerie immediately uses her A2 to extend it to make it a 2-turn duration. And then I think usually it's like, for Nightmare, it's Spirit Host, Valerie, Eris, but because Valerie extends it right there, it doesn't fall off of Eris or Valerie, even though they take their turn and it's typically only a 1-turn duration. It's fine because of that extension, and so that's how we keep it up. But for the first turn, Deacon actually takes a double turn in there in between, and so if he can't eat the stun right there, and he's our aura, right? So we have to have this on him so that he doesn't end up getting stunned on that first turn. After that, it's fine, and we're fully protected from the stun, so it's not an issue. So yeah, that's been going on. I'll show you a run in just a second. Let's go over some of the other things first. Our missions, we have 31 out of 200, so that's, going well. Let's check our soul merchant. Do we get a Deacon soul today? No Deacon soul. Feels bad. All right. I've been doing live arena as well, so we've picked up some stuff here. What's my win rate in live arena? Can I see my battle log? You can see I do actually win a live arena battle every here and there. It's very rare. It's also really funny when I win these. Sometimes I win like look at this guy. He's running like an Ultimate Death Knight, Cleoptrix, Deliana, and I mean, I guess it's only 5-star, but a Drexstar, and he's losing to my like uncommons. It's just funny. Can I see my? I don't know if I wanted to see my win percent, but I don't know if it's going to show me. Oh, here we go. 33. Wow, I have a 33% win rate. How is that possible? I feel like I win way less than 33%, but all right, whatever. Yeah, so we're checking along with live arena, 3v3. I'm hoping I can stay in bronze. Reset on this is happening in 5 hours, as you can see, so I don't know. I'll keep looking for easy fights and refreshing this. Actually, I'll go ahead and do that now. It's going to be a lot easier when I know any one-man defenses my team will be able to take, but like right now, because I don't really have the best champions, like even teams which are all one-man defenses, I'm like, oh, I can't actually take that out, because like if it's like Duchess or something, like I just can't kill it, or like a healer or something, anything. So yeah, I have to be careful about that. I missed daily challenges yesterday because I had one. I mean, I did all of them except for one. I had one that wanted me to get 3 epic or legendary artifacts from the dungeons, and I ran like a full energy refill on Spider. Actually, more than that. I ran a bunch of Spider because I'm running Spider stage 15 to get silver and to level food, because I can do it with 3-man. Actually, we're not even leveling food right now. We're leveling for points. Anyway. And I just couldn't get any epic or legendary pieces, so I missed that mission. I was like, well, whatever. It's not the end of the world. We have this champion training tournament ending today. I'm definitely going to finish this. I'm 400 points away, give or take. So we will pick up this rare. I think we have 2 rares so far. Oh, no, we just have 1. We have 1 rare so far. We're going to get that one. Oh, the other one, have I just not claimed it yet? Did I claim the one from Classic Arena? Oh, yeah, I guess we just have the one from Classic Arena. Yeah, so I guess we have 1 rare so far. I know we'll get 1 more rare from Classic Arena, so then we just need to figure out how to get 1 more rare at some point in the fusion. We'll be able to get 1 epic. Might try and go for 2 epics. We will have to see. If I get Arbiter done, then I'll be more motivated to like push, and like I'll just like, okay, today I'm just gonna farm like Dragon or Spider or something until I have the epics. You can farm the dungeons on low levels. I think stage 16 is actually like really good points. So, and hopefully I'll be able to farm them on 20 consistently. So I guess we've done some other things in the dungeons. I beat stage 19 of the Dragon, but I can't beat stage 20. I'm not going to show that right now. I think I can do it once Broadmaw is leveled up and has more and he's a little beefier. Right now he's very low HP. He's only got 25,000 because he's only level 24. And his gear isn't leveled up, so he becomes the target. But when I think I boost him way up higher than Shield Guard and they stop trying to hit him, we can bring him in, and then basically like when teammates die, he can just revive them, and we'll get through the content that way. That's the plan. So I'm torn. I think we're gonna push to get this champion training tournament done, and I'm really like unsure on where I want to spend my energy right now. I think the play is to farm masteries on Broadmaw, but it's tough because on the one hand I also need the gear. I need silver to level up gear, and Minotaur is not the best silver. and I need to level like my Valerie and my Eris, but I don't know. Yeah, I think Broadmaw is a higher priority. I like levels are probably going to matter a little bit on these guys. I think we can get to a 3-key nightmare. Right now I'm on a 4-key nightmare. We're going to do that clan boss run actually right now. Let me just collect all this and we'll talk about that. So we're doing a 4-key nightmare right now. To do a 3-key, I think I need to do 13 million per key. And I think we can get there once these guys are fully leveled up and their gear is up a little bit. So let's go ahead and we'll get this run started and I'll talk about how it works. I'm going to do a video on this team probably before this even comes out on YouTube. Like this series comes out on YouTube, I'll probably actually release the clan boss team when I do like the showcase of the account when we do the Arbiter missions. That's my plan right now. My current plan is finish Arbiter, make a YouTube like showcase of the account, and then release all these videos that I've been recording. And then we'll also, in part of that showcase, we'll show the clan boss team. So anyway, Deacon, it just doesn't have any delays. He just goes. In terms of the tune, this tune will work with no delays, but in order to make the Spirit Host block the stun properly, we need to delay Valerie and Eris for 3 turns. So Valerie's, it's important to set up the presets for this team, particularly for Valerie, although I was having issues with them not using their skills properly in general. So I just set up everyone to always use the highest priority skills. Like Deacon always uses his turn meter boost, and then he always uses his decreased defense. He was not doing that for some reason, and I don't know why. Maybe he was putting up decreased defense if it was off. I don't know what the logic was, but it wasn't working. So I needed to set it up to make him do that. But the really important one to make off is we turned off Valerie's 3 ability, her shield, because it's just a really weak shield. It doesn't do that much. And we made her A2 this top priority so that she always does it when it's available. That's important. Okay, so hopefully I've counted, we've delayed this for 2 turns now. And so we have this coming in here. We're going to hit here, I think. Yeah, so then Valerie is going to go now, and then we just press auto. So that's the tune. We'll watch it this whole fight and make sure it runs properly, but what's going to happen right up here is that the Spirit Host is going to put up the block debuffs. Valerie extends it, so you see everyone has a 2-turn extension. So it still is up, even though they all just took their turns. Rhonda's going to take the stun, and it's blocked, and we're off to the races. So yeah, this will just run fine. Rhonda's amazing with that. The counterattacks she just brings in are crazy, man. She's just constant, or not counterattacks, but the passive that brings her in. She's just popping off constantly. So we do eat the poisons. We're not affinity friendly for the debuff that the boss does, but because we have a cleanse coming in from either Valerie or Eris right after it does that debuff, like you saw right there, Valerie took the debuff off. It still works. The speed tune still works. It doesn't matter that. Oh, actually, the poisons was on the A1. Either way, it works on green affinity as well because we strip the decreased speed off right before or right after it gets placed. And the speeds work in such a way that it's fine. It doesn't matter that we eat some degree of that decreased speed. It's still affinity friendly. You see the debuff gets blocked again on Rhonda. So we're just fine, and we're at turn 6. We're doing almost 1 million damage a turn. Well, I shouldn't say that. We're doing, what, we've done 6. We'll see when we actually take the slam. So we've done 5.2. Yeah, so we did 5.2 million damage in 6 turns. If we can get to 13, then we can do a 3-key. That's the goal. At least for now. I mean, ideally, I'd like to see how high we can get this team to work and see if we can even get, like, you know, Ultra Nightmare. Like a 3-key on, or a 4-key on Ultra Nightmare would be amazing. But we're probably going to need, like, a bunch of toxic set. We're going to have to not use, you know, campaign farmable gear to get that done. You can see we're getting into turn 8. The boss does constant damage until turn 10, and then after turn 10, he starts increasing his damage after every turn. So you're going to see that we're going to cruise up to turn 10 just fine, and then we're going to start taking the big damage. So Valerie took the stun right there, but again, she was protected, so it didn't matter, and the stun isn't hitting that hard yet. Keep in mind we don't have lifesteal gear on any of these characters, and we don't have any healing in this team. All the healing from this team is just coming from the fact that we're running on that 2-to-1 ratio, and Deacon is keeping up Leech. But I typically have not had problems with my team dying because they didn't heal enough, although it has happened. And if I'm being sweaty about it, I will just like watch the run and cancel it and restart it if they die too early. But you can see that they're keeping themselves alive pretty well. Okay, and here's where I think Retribution might help, because if like I can get extra hits when we take those big slams, it might help. Like if Valerie counterattacked right there, it might help keep her alive. But there she goes. She gets a full heal thanks to the leech. And I think they should survive. Well, now we have the stun, which is nice. If we can get through these next 2 slams, if we can keep the whole team alive to the next 2 slams and get to the round after this, that would be ideal. But right now, everyone's gonna get nuked, and Valerie might die. So let's see what happens. Yep, man, we ate some crits right there. Yeah, so if well, honestly, we got crit there, so that was the problem. But if I can get Valerie to survive this 2 hits, because this hit's gonna hit pretty. Oh, and no, Spirit House is probably gonna die. Yeah, okay. But then we have like the stun, so that's nice because that's like basically gives us, you know, a turn where like no one. I don't think anyone's gonna die to this stun, but we're not protected from it either. So yeah, it does hit Deacon, but he doesn't even die. So. You know, the stun phases are nice because it means like 4 more hits we get in, right? It's an extra turn, and every turn is 2 hits. So Rhonda's going to come in, and she's going to bring us up to... Look at those attacks, man. She got a counterattack, and then... Nice. Oh, we don't have Leech. Cool. So 11.4 million. That's where we're at right now. I think if we can get Valerie to survive, we can maybe get through another cycle. Like, if we can get through until that extra stun lands, if like we can get everyone to survive as long as Rhonda did right there, I think we can get to 13 million. We're not quite there yet. As you can see, I've used 3 keys today, and we've done 34 million, so we will easily get a 4 key on Nightmare with this team, which is, you know, pretty crazy given that like 3 of these champions are farmable in the campaign and the other 2 were free champions, and they're using gear that I mostly picked up in the campaign. Like if we look at this gear, literally like gray gear on these guys. Gray gear and like 5-star and 4-star speed gear. I guess this one I got in the market. This one, like this is all campaign gear. This is campaign gear, this is campaign gear. Either market or campaign, I can't remember. But yeah, I mean, both these things I think are campaign gear. These 2 were from our early forging. Campaign gear. And then more campaign gear. All these are campaign gear. This piece, I think I got as a daily login or something. I mean, it's not even an amazing piece, so it doesn't even have speed on it. But yeah, oh, shit. I should get her a better ring. I just realized she doesn't have a counter. She has this crappy ring. We should put her in a counterattack ring. The question is, what kind of stats do we want? This one would be HP, defense. This one would be... I kind of think attack actually makes the most sense. Well, actually, no. This one's 6-star. We should go with the 6-star. We'll get the most stats for that. Take this up to level 8 right now. Nice. Double roll HP. Look at this ring. Hell yeah. HP ring with a double roll in HP. Very nice. Let me check the other guys and make sure they don't have any. Yeah, they're in counterattack. She's in counterattack. Eris is not... She doesn't have a counterattack. Oh, she doesn't need counterattack. That's right. She counterattacks every turn anyway. Valerie has 1 counterattack. Oh, we actually don't have any more. Oh, do I have them? I have that ring. But we already had a ring, right? Ring's not the issue. Defense. This is a good ring too. Look at this, 18 in defense already. Nice. Yeah. So we just have so many banner lords. Like I'm guessing all of our gear got put on Rhonda. Yeah. So anyway, that's where we're at. I think the fact that we're literally doing this with +8 campaign gear is pretty nuts. And hopefully we can push it up as we get better gear. And we get these champions leveled up. I mean, that'll make a huge difference. Like, Valerie's only got 24,000 health. I think in the build I did on the optimizer, I think she was like 35,000 or something. So she should have plenty of health to survive long enough once we actually get her leveled up and get this gear leveled up. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Clan Boss team is working. And that's going to be really important, man, because we have this mission where we need to do 100 million damage on Nightmare. And I'm going to definitely have to buy Clan Boss keys to get it done. But the few of those I can do as possible, the better it will be. Ideally, we can get 4. If I could get, what would I need? Like, if I did 13 million... I think I need like 7 keys or 8 keys. Oops, 13. Yeah, so we need like 7.7. So we need 8 keys. Each key is 150 gems. So that's 600 gems worth of keys. So the more damage we can get, the better, right? We will have plenty of gems because we'll be picking all of these gems up from the different missions. And obviously, if I was not trying to do this like rush thing, maybe I would wait a little bit. But since we're going to try and rush it, we'll probably end up blowing all our gems for the Arbiter. But that's where we're at. Yeah, I think I'm going to be stuck behind this mission for a few days, because I only get 39 fights a day for free unless I get any extra bonuses. So, and that's best case scenario. Let's assume I don't miss a single one. So we're going to be locked behind that for like a few more days, and we will just try and farm up masteries and silver to get the gear done. And I think, I'm hoping it's really all going to come down to, is Broadmaw enough of a carry to get us through Dungeon 20? All the Dungeon 20s. And honestly, Dungeon 17s are actually going to be tough too. Particularly Spider 17 is going to be really tough because it's the wrong affinity. It's magic affinity. And Shield Guard is our tank. So it's going to be real hard to keep him alive. And yeah, I don't know. I might need to pick up better. I might need to get more defense for him to get him to actually get through that part of the boss, or that part of the dungeon. So I don't know. We'll see. But that's where we're at. And yeah, I'll let you guys know as we go through. But I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.